Hello guys, welcome to Home with T. On this video we'll be working on the closet to maximize the space. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and keep watching. Alright, so first we're going to empty this baby out. We're going to clear out all the clothes out of the closet. Definitely not the fun part of this work, but I have Sam here to help me. So yeah, there he goes, making some kind of joke around my extensions. All right, so all the clothes are finally out, and now it's time to take out this wire shelving. Honestly, this wire shelving really just makes the place a whole lot more smaller, and when you have clothes in it, it just looks cluttered. So it just doesn't work. Like, it just doesn't make the best use of the space at all. So I'm just really happy that we're getting around to doing something about it. So really quickly, the hooks that kind of hold up the wire shelving, taking it out is a little bit tricky. So I just want to show you really quickly if you have something similar and you're thinking about doing this. You kind of want to use something to pry out that from the bottom, like I'm doing, and then use your pliers or whatever you have to kind of pull it out. So taking out all those support hooks left a lot of holes all around the wall. So we're just going back in with some dry decks and carving them up. And it's supposed to, it goes on pink, but it's gonna dry white, which, you know, is a good indicator that now we can go ahead and sand it down. So it's gonna be a lot of pink all around the wall. So now the dry decks is all white, which means it's dry. So we're just gonna go back in now and sand it down. It took about, I guess, 2 hours to dry, which, I mean, for us it wasn't so bad because we were doing other things anyway, so we just came back to it. But I think the instruction says anywhere from an hour to 5 hours, so overall not bad. So we're getting closer to the fun part, and now we're just painting the walls. So we had like a off yellow color for the walls and also the ceilings, and you can't do a closet and not paint, right? So we're just gonna redo this. I'm using Cameo White by Behr, and I just love that color. It's just so clean, and it really also matched the baseboards, which was good because we had some stains in some areas, and I was able to use that same brush, that same paint to just kind of touch it up. So yeah, so we're gonna paint the walls and the ceilings. Now if you watch most of my videos, you might notice that I don't really tape. I honestly don't like taping. So this closet was actually fun painting because I didn't have to tape anything, since the color matched what I was gonna use for the ceiling and also what the baseboards were. So it was fun. No mistakes here. So now the painting is all done, and honestly I couldn't wait for this part, for the actual work to begin. This is the part I get anxious for. Really using very few things. Using a drill, also a stud finder, and a few other things. I'm gonna list what closet system that we got. But really quickly, one tip I want to give you is whatever you see online, make sure you measure your closet and you draw it out and you know it's gonna work. Because before I settled on this, I had a lot of things in the cart and I'm like, yeah, it's gonna work, it's gonna work. And Sam had said, did you measure? And it's like, I don't know why I'm so silly sometimes. It's like you see the picture and you're like, okay, this is gonna fit my closet. You overestimate how much space you actually have to work with. because it just looks like, oh, it'll fit. And then I go up and I'm like, this is so small. A lot of things won't fit in here. And this is not something you kind of want to return. They're really heavy pieces. So as much as possible, draw it out, you know, look at the measurements that they have online and draw it out on paper, and just be extra sure that what you're getting is going to work for your space. So this is a wall closet system, so it's very important that it's straight. The screws that you have in the back are kind of straight. That's very important, and you really need 2 people for this because some of these pieces are really heavy, and if one person tries to carry it, you might kind of destroy it in the process. It's not fragile, but it requires the support of all the neighboring, you know, closets to kind of have its full support. So we had to drill a new hole for the closet rod in the middle, as you can see in here, because they required us to use the holes in the front, and I just thought that was just too forward. So I kind of moved it more towards that was just gonna bring the clothes out more, and I'm trying to maximize this space and make things as neat as possible. There is no reason we have all this extra space at the back of the wall, so I just kind of moved that rod a little bit inwards. So it's all finally shaping up, and this is so exciting. This space transforming was so exciting for me. Like I just loved it, and shout out to Sam for being my MVP for this video and letting me use his talent to put this together. But I love it. So here is the finished look of the space, and I just love it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I almost forgot to take this video, and I do that a lot with the things I do around the house, and I'm really trying to get better at really, you know, sharing some of those things with you guys. But I really appreciate you guys watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I will catch you on the next video.